To live as the Christ light on earth is to awaken to the radiant truth that your soul has always carried within, a remembrance of the divine essence that breathes through your being and connects you to the source of all creation, a gentle yet powerful knowing that you are not separate from the love that formed the stars, nor distant from the harmony that sings through the universe. This journey is not about striving to become something you are not, but opening to what you have always been beneath layers of doubt, fear, and illusion. The Christ light is not owned by any doctrine or bound to any temple built by human hands. It is the infinite spark of divine compassion, truth, and grace that lives within every heart. It is the living flame of unity that does not judge, does not divide, and does not seek to control, but rather seeks to heal, uplift, and illuminate the path back to oneness. To embody this light is to allow every breath, thought, and action to become an offering of love, to let kindness shape your words, to let understanding guide your choices, and to let humility anchor your steps on earth. The world you see may seem filled with shadows, uncertainty, conflict, loneliness, and sorrow, but these are not signs of failure, they are invitations to remember the deeper truth. Light is not diminished by darkness, it shines more boldly because of it. Each soul walking this earth is a bearer of this light, though many have forgotten, distracted by the noise of the outer world, by the pursuit of power or approval, by the fear of not being enough. Yet within the stillness of the heart, beneath every worry, there is a whisper soft, enduring, and eternal that says, "You are loved, you are light, you are here to remember." Living as the Christ light is not about retreating from the world, but transforming the way you walk within it. It is not about denying your emotions, but allowing them to be held within compassion. When you feel grief, let it be washed in love. When you feel anger, let it be seen, understood, and released without harm. When you feel joy, let it be shared like sunlight breaking through clouds. This path asks you not to be perfect, but to be sincere, to return to love each time you wander, to choose forgiveness over bitterness, peace over conflict, and truth over illusion. The Christ light does not expect you to erase your individuality, rather, it invites you to let your uniqueness become a vessel of divine expression, like a stained glass window through which the sun shines, creating beauty from diversity. Each soul carries a tone, a frequency, a sacred note in the symphony of creation, and when you align with your inner light, your note harmonizes with all existence, creating ripples of transformation across the world. You become a bridge between heaven and earth, not by escaping the human experience, but by infusing it with light. Walk among others with gentle eyes that see beyond appearances, that recognize the divine spark even in those who have forgotten their own light. Speak with words that uplift rather than wound, that encourage rather than shame, that inspire rather than control. Offer your presence as a sanctuary where others feel seen and safe. In doing so, you become an instrument through which grace moves, a mirror reflecting the truth that love is stronger than fear, unity more powerful than separation. The earth is shifting, awakening, calling her children to remember why they came. You did not come to simply survive or follow the paths others have laid before you. You came to shine, to love against all odds, to anchor light where darkness once prevailed. You came to sow seeds of hope, to breathe life into dreams of harmony, to remind humanity that it is one family under the eyes of the Eternal. Living as the Christ light is not reserved for saints or sages, it is a birthright of every soul. It begins in the smallest of gestures, a smile to a stranger, a hand reaching out to someone in need, a prayer whispered for those who suffer, a choice to be patient when anger rises. These simple acts become threads of gold woven into the fabric of the world, shifting the collective consciousness from fear to love. And as more hearts awaken, the earth itself begins to glow with the remembrance of Eden, not as a place of the past, but as a reality being birthed through awakened hearts. There will be times when you feel tired, alone, or overwhelmed. In those moments, place your hand upon your heart and remember, the light you carry is not yours alone to sustain. It is the breath of the divine flowing through you, endless and ever-giving. You are supported by unseen realms, by angels, guides, and loved ones who walk beside you in silence, whispering encouragement, lighting your path. Trust that even when you cannot see the way ahead, the light within will guide your next step. Trust that every act of love, no matter how small, sends ripples farther than you can imagine, touching lives you may never know. The Christ light is not a distant ideal, but a living presence that grows stronger each time you choose love over fear. In relationships, it means listening not to reply, but to understand, offering compassion even when misunderstood. In your work, it means acting with integrity, seeing your tasks not as burdens but as opportunities to serve, to bring light into places others overlook. In solitude, it means embracing your own company with kindness, releasing judgments, and honoring the sacredness of your own journey. The world does not need more judgment or division, it needs hearts willing to love without conditions, souls brave enough to forgive, voices bold enough to speak truth with gentleness. It needs you, not a perfect version of you, but the real, present, loving you. The Christ light is not just a symbol of spiritual awakening, it is a call to action, a call to live love in motion, to embody peace in a world that has forgotten its song. Close your eyes and breathe. Feel the soft glow in your chest, expanding with each inhale, shining brighter than doubt, fear, or sorrow. This light is your essence, the gift you brought to earth. Let it pour through your words, your actions, your dreams. Let it bless those you meet, heal wounds unseen, and awaken the hearts of many. Walk gently, speak truthfully, love fully. And remember, you are never alone, for the Christ light within you is the same light that shines in the heart of all beings, binding you in an eternal embrace of oneness. You are the living flame of love on earth, and the world is ready for your light.